Hello and welcome back to my playthrough of Dark Souls. As usual, there was some grinding in between episodes. Okay, there was a lot of grinding in between episodes and it pretty much ended in disappointment. As you can see, I now have 56 in endurance and a carry weight of 96. That is still not enough to support me carrying the great sword with a fast roll, and if my math is correct, I'm actually going to have to get that up to 100. I can use his Wee-hander without fat rolling, and while I was doing all of my grinding, I also went to the trouble of upgrading my longsword just in case I need it. So, but for this episode, we're going to go to fight the Moonlight Butterfly, and even before I get there, I admit that I'm going to go ahead and summon a companion rather than do a solo attempt, and that's because the way the Moonlight Butterfly works, I don't really have many options other than to weather a whole bunch of magical attacks waiting for this one little moment when the butterfly is going to land. And I believe that the companion for this is the witch Beatrice. She's mostly useless for the fight against the Four Kings, so I won't summon her for that one. But for the fight against the Moonlight Butterfly, she'll probably help make it, well, doable anyway. Now, I'm not entirely sure of the time that it will take to do this. If I can do this quickly enough, I would like to go face the demon at the asylum. That may not work out. Just it really depends on how long it takes me to get through this area and whether or not I end up having to, go back to the bonfire with multiple deaths. Oh. The way this area works is, well, on the first playthrough, you don't specifically know where these dryads are. And so when you pick up this, they'll all jump up at the same time for a surprise attack. But I know where they are. I know they're there, and I'm not falling for that stuff anymore. I'm just dragging that buddy around like a loose piece of toilet paper on a high-heeled shoe. Okay. The thing is that I don't specifically have to fight these guys, but I kind of want to for both the XP and because it will let me get some extra items. Uh-oh. Oh, right. Dryad. Okay. Don't mind us. We're just here to completely surprise you if you weren't observant enough to notice two giant snake heads. And they didn't drop anything. They have a chance to drop something, but I don't remember what it is. Maybe Titanite chunks. Well, that's disappointing. Yeah, the witch Beatrice. And yes, I am gonna summon her. Now, the reason why I won't summon her for the Four Kings fight is because for whatever reason, and I don't understand why, she can either become trapped on the stairs, confused about an enemy who's outside of the tower leading into the abyss, or once you get her down to the fight, for some reason, she will decide to fire at the rate of 1 shot per minute, which makes her pretty much useless. But hopefully... Oh, let me put on my shield. Oh my gosh. Okay. That went well, and for once I don't mean that in a sarcastic way. And the whole reason why I had to go through that boss fight was not to collect the soul, but to collect the divine ember over here. Tempting to use that homeward bone, but I'm going to save it because I'm going to walk right back out the same way I came. There are obviously other items that I'm going to skip, but the thing is that on this particular playthrough, I've got a very good weapon. The Claymore is quite effective. It's already upgraded enough where I'm happy with its damage. And I'm probably going to end up putting the first Titanite slab onto the Claymore to just give it a little bit more oomph. So, but there's actually a couple of these larger enemies that they have a nifty trick where they can cast a spell that can bind you and hold you in place. And And there's a whole other area hidden behind a tree. I'm not entirely sure what's back there, but there are some useful items. Oh wait, I do know what's back there. There's a way to get to the wolf ring, which boosts poise. But again, I'm not even going to worry about that. Once again, if you were hoping for a 100% video, I'm totally going to disappoint you. But if you're disappointed in me, you can get in line behind my parents. On a random side note, I really do love the Slumbering Dragon Crest ring. When I was first playing Dark Souls 3 and I got that for the first time, I was playing as an assassin. So the assassin has the ability to access magic spells. I didn't really use the magic spells, but I bought all of them, and after I reached a certain level of purchases, the sorcerer mentor for Dark Souls 3 was, he says, well, if you like gimmicks, here, try this ring. And I'm like, well, what is this ring? Oh my god, it's the ninja ring. I can sneak up on anything now. It was great. Probably the best ring in all of the games. I love it a lot. I'm gonna pause to take a sip of water because my throat's really dry right now. Alright, so fairly certain we've got time to do the asylum, even assuming that I screw up my jump several times. And I will. But once we get back to the asylum, the demon fight is going to be the real trick, because the second demon of the asylum has an area of effect attack that will very likely one-shot me if I get caught by it. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and step on that so I can get the elevators back around to the right order. Frapped, you frickin' narcoleptic. I mean, not that I have anything to trade to him right now, but it still annoys the crap out of me. Just want to prepare y'all for the mediocrity you're about to experience and apologize for it, because this jump sometimes I get it on the first try, and then sometimes I just screw it up over and over again. And sometimes I don't jump at all, and I just dodge roll. But, yep. Yep. And screw these skeleton guys. Unless they follow me, in which case I will totally wreck them. Nope, they gave up the chase. And good for them, because otherwise I would have messed them up. It's such a short distance that you have to start up a run and then either hit the jump button at the right time well, it's the run button as well, but you have to hit the same button right after the run starts to either get the jump off or the dodge roll off. If you can do either of them, you're pretty much good to go. But it's easier said than done. Okay, second try, and that's, relatively speaking, that's not too bad, so I will take that happily. And fair warning, I'm probably going to die a lot, because I don't believe there's been, with the exception of, no, even with the sorcerer, this particular fight has been very difficult for me, because it's in a fairly small area, and the area of effect attacks generally mess me up. These guys won't be a problem, though. But I will have to remember to sit down at the bonfire on the other side of the area. Otherwise, if I die, and I probably will, I will end up going right back to the Firelink Shrine. That's not going to be good. No, cat, no, no, no. Sorry about that. My cat thinks it's time to get cuddles. But then she always thinks that. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and kindle this bad boy. I've certainly got enough humanities to afford it. For now. Okay. Alright, so here we go. I'm gonna just drop down in here. Oh, poop. Hold up. So wait, do you want me to drop down from this side? Because I'm already fairly into the middle. Okay. Oh, Jesus. That was really bad fall damage. Okay, drink. Oh my god, cat. What is your freaking problem? Yeah, there we go. Oh my gosh. I completely failed to hit him at all. That's not good. Okay. Definitely want to be using... Okay, fatty. And that's with me blocking, by the way, so... I really don't like this guy at all. And it's because... Yeah, it's because of that, right there. I mean, basically, it's the same guy as you face at the start. And you have to face this guy again. You know? It's just... Vey! I really don't like this guy. I mean, in case you couldn't tell, I really don't. Okay, well that went too pretty good, actually. Okay. What the hell? Okay, I'm gonna be pissed if I die at this point. Ah, what the... And the thing is I actually did have my shield up. But, you know what? Fuck you. That's basically what this whole fight is. It's just one long fuck you. Oh, before you even get into the fight, you're gonna take falling damage. Haha, fuck you. The demon's the same one you just fought earlier? Haha, fuck you. Well, and see, that's exactly why I don't like having extra stuff on my hotbar. I just don't. I think it's a huge pain in the ass that every single time the game is like, oh, you got a new item. Yeah, let me just put that on your hotbar. How about you don't? Is that too much to ask for? Okay. Shield up. Fuck you. Had your shield up. Fuck you. Doesn't matter. And fuck you. Because fuck you. Y'all may be able to tell by now that I really don't like this fight. And if it weren't for the fact that... Yeah. If it weren't for the fact that the prize that you get from it is the ability to upgrade a weapon all the way up to its top level, I would never bother doing this fight. Because it is really a waste of time. Back up! Back up, chick! Fuck you. Fucking prick. God damn it. I really hate you. I really hate this guy. I had my shield up. I absolutely hate this guy. Yeah, whatever, buddy. Just do whatever. God damn it. God, I hate this guy so bad. I would really, really rather not fight him. Fuck you. You're dead. Give me my prize so I can go the fuck home. There is another reason to be here. And that is if you go where's the ladder? I'm gonna homeward bone it. I'm actually not gonna do this, but I will make you aware of it, so if you want to do the full game you can. Crap, where is the ladder? There's the ladder. Alright. You go up this ladder and around, and you'll fight I think a Black Knight, maybe 2, and you'll get back to the cell that you started the game in, and inside the cell is a peculiar doll. And you need that doll in order to be able to enter the DLC, The Painted World of Aramos. I'm trying to think of anything that was actually useful or good about that DLC, because if you fight the only boss of that DLC, Crossbreed Priscilla, you get the Life Hunt Scythe, which damages you on successful hits. I mean, if you cut off her tail, you get a sword or a dagger. But even that, it's kind of like, yeah, here's an extra boss fight, and here's an area full of bullshit. Thanks for paying us. So, yeah, no, I'm gonna homeward bone it. If I seem a little cynical about it, it's because while the Dark Souls games themselves are not really too difficult, they're challenging but fair, the DLCs are just full of things that they're just terrible. They really don't improve on the experience much. Now, Dark Souls 2 does have some pretty interesting added benefits. They have some added benefits to going through their DLCs, because if you go through all 3 of the DLCs and you collect all 3 of the crowns from the various kings, then all 4 of the crowns of the kings will have the ability to prevent hollowing, which means that if there was a boss that was challenging you and you were unable to handle it, you just kept running out of human effigies, you could put on this crown, consequences for failure completely removed, you could go in there and fight bosses as often as you wanted. And but to get to that requires fighting some of the biggest bullshit boss fights in the history of bullshit. So, yeah. Well, we're at 2 boss fights down for only 33 minutes, despite having to face that pain in the... No, I'm just gonna say ass, you know? It's a huge pain in the ass. That's one of those fights that no matter how many times I do it, I just really hate it. And, sadly enough, I'm gonna have to repeat that same fight, here a little while later, with yet another demon. Same body type, same attacks, different venue, but yeah. And people complain about Dark Souls 2. It's like, oh, the bosses are all samey. Yeah, and the first game didn't have any bosses that were samey. Oh wait, they did. If I seem bitter about that, it's not so much the game deciding to use the boss over again, because that's cool. It's the people who complain about the second game without remembering the first game had some of the same sense. So, in any case, Claymore level 15. Achievement unlocked, strongest weapon. And now I'm kind of not sure where to go next, because we got half an hour, unless I want to make this a really short episode. Getting to seat the Scaleless could take a while. But he really is the next, or the first of the lords that I want to take on to fill the soul vessel. I don't know. Give me a second to think about this, because I might just end the episode here, because going against the Scaleless will take some time. You have to go up against him the first time and acknowledge that you cannot win. He's immortal, and he will kill you. There's no way to escape that. I do have the Rings of Sacrifice, but in order to get to him for the second time, there's a huge maze in a library. There's rotating stairways. It's actually a fun level, but it's a long level, just like in Orlando. So, like I said, give me a second to think about this. Yeah, no, I'll tell you what. I just had a thought about it. We're going to go ahead and go through Blighttown the right way. Now, I don't know whether you've noticed it yet or not, but whoever designed the flavor text version of the level area screens misspelled depths. The depths is DEHPTS, and it's like the inner editor in me screams every time that I see that. Okay, hold on. Let me switch over to the Great Sword. Yeah, I'm not going to use it for the entire time, but on this section, yes, just to show off. Wow, I screwed that up. Okay, that was on me. But here, check this out. One-shotting the slimes. Feels so good. Of course, it uses up a whole lot of stamina, and there's not really any way to get any more stamina. The game hard locks the stamina at 160. So, but yeah, considering I showed this in an earlier episode, how the slimes will ignore pretty much most damage. So this time around, haha, screw you, slimes. See if maybe I can get some extra humanities while I'm here. Oh, I did. Oh, crap. I was gonna fight Kirk, and I can't do that without going back to the bonfire. I'm sorry, my bad. Moonwalking down the stairs. Because reasons. Right, reverse hollowing. It's Pretty sad. I just came here to reverse Halloween and I'd already forgotten what I was here for. Alright. So... not fighting the slimes this time. Not hunting the rats either, because where we actually need to be is down below. Yeah, sure, that works for me. Okay, I am going to switch to one-handed stance for these giant rats. Just on the off chance that they manage to get off a shot. My shield doesn't actually protect from that, though. If I wanted to protect from poison damage, I'd have to wear the spider shield, and I'm not going to do that. And actually, the thing about shields is that you're supposed to use shields for the right given situation. Like, for instance, if I wanted to avoid taking damage from the Moonlight Butterfly or from that demon, I really should have... Uh-oh. Don't get caught in that smoke. Or from that demon, I should have put on the crest shield, which blocks 85 points of magic damage out of a total of 100, so really call it just 85%. But the thing is that in order to really take advantage of that, you need to upgrade. You need to upgrade each shield, usually with Twinkling Titanite. And that doesn't upgrade their stats. All that does is improve the stability of the weapon. Let me see if I can. Yes, I can. Okay, so the thing about the basilisks is that they will spew a smoke that does curse damage, and curse, once it builds up, will kill you instantly. Doesn't really matter how much health you have. And curse resistance is tied into how much humanity that you've used, which I don't really use a whole lot of it unless I'm unless I've used humanity to heal and then I've got like a whole bunch built up. But other than that, I just don't see a point to it. Okay, and I believe... Ah ha 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 ha. You rat bastard, you snuck up on me. Okay. Okay, roll out of that smoke and wait until that dies down. Those Eyes of Death are what you collect to gain Covenant rank with Nito's Covenant. Uh-oh. Where's he going? Can I plunge attack you? I can plunge attack you. Back, 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 roll. No good. Okay. I really thought I was done for right there. This is what you end up looking like if the basilisks catch you in their smoke. And I don't believe I've mentioned this before, but one of the things I like about the whole Dark Souls series is how it captures the unfairness of D&D, and also the environment and the world and the ideas. I mean, you've got zombies and ghosts and basilisks and just all the characters that you would want in a... Oh, shoot, I'm right in the smoke. All the enemy types that you would want in a good D&D campaign. And then some really original and unique bosses. It's a good time. Okay, got the Ring of the Evil Eye. No sign of Kirk yet, but he should be around here somewhere. Just kicking around this pile of bodies. But this is also the reason why I don't worry too much about building up curse resistance, because unless you're incredibly unlucky, you can deal with curse buildup pretty easily. So, okay, Kirk? Where are you? Shouldn't you be somewhere around here? That is kind of weird. Normally I've run into him already. I believe that's just a humanity. Yeah, I think that's just a humanity, and I don't really need that. So, but I'm going to drop down here, because there might be something over here. There was. It was the Ring of the Evil Eye. I don't know why Kirk isn't showing up. Normally he's already shown up by now. Okay, so, I mean, yeah, normally he's right here in this area right here. But he's not showing up for some reason. And that's weird, because I have my humanity on. I have not faced Kirk before. Huh. Kirk. Kirk. Where are you, you cheerful little psychopath? Huh. Alright, I'm going to make one more pass through, and if I don't find him, I'm just going to have to give up. But normally, I'd swear to you, Kirk is somewhere right in this area. And he's not here right now for some reason. And that's weird. This would be the first time that that an NPC doesn't show up. And it's an NPC invader, the one that I would always expect to show up. Yeah, it was a humanity. Okay. That is just weird, though. Would have expected him to show up already, and he's not here. This is one of the problems that I usually encounter with other NPCs because of not taking the game in the right order. I've had Sigmire of Katarina not appear. I've had Solaire go missing. But Kirk's always been fairly reliable. I mean, I know where I'm going. All I'm doing is just running around at this point to try and tease out Kirk, but yeah, it doesn't look like he's interested in showing up for some reason. And that's unusual. Oh! You crafty, crafty slime ball. Yeah, can't complain about that. Nope. Can't complain about that. But I won't. He already ran off, didn't he? Yeah, he ran off. Okay. Okay, so I guess I should check the time again. So just a moment. Just a moment. The sound's going to drop out. Well, no, I guess I lied because the time it took me to search for Kirk without success has brought us to 53 and 55. But that's okay. I can go ahead and save up here at the depths bonfire. And then the next episode we'll be going through Blighttown. But hey, as episodes go, it's not too bad. Took out 2 bosses. Moonlight Butterfly and the Asylum Demon, the second Asylum Demon, who I hate, and you know that. And now you know why. But yeah, okay. So that's it. I want to thank you for watching, and I hope you'll tune in next time.